Well, hello and thank you and for checking out the channel. John Riggs here. How you feeling? Got back from Seattle a little bit ago, and while I was there, I stopped by Round 1 in Tequila. It's one of my favorite arcades because the town I'm in doesn't really have a whole lot of arcades going on for itself. Couple of games here and there, but not really. There's a pizza place that still has some arcade games. We do have one of those like family fun centers that has a few games, but nothing really big. But Round 1 is my kind of place, man. There's a bar, there's bowling, there's karaoke. After a couple of drinks, you might see me singing up there too. And some great games, including some imports, and there were 3 arcade games I wanted to share with you. I got some quick video and just wanted to share with you these new arcade games because I'm so out of the loop. When I see something new, I'm like, oh man, this is fantastic. And a lot of new arcade games from Japan, I've noticed, are very interactive. We're talking about like sound and rhythm games, and I love sound and rhythm games. In fact, you can even plug in your headphones to play to help you hear them better. How cool is that? I need to remember this next time I'm there so I can bring a set of headphones and check out some of these awesome games. One of the first ones that caught my eye was a game called Musica. I guess that's what it's called, Musica. Now, when I went up there were 2 people playing side by side, and they were rocking it. They've played this game before. It was the first time I saw it, so it blew my mind, but there were like 4 buttons, no, not 4 buttons, there are 5 buttons up there, 5 giant buttons you can press. And not only can you press them, you can also spin them. And depending on where the thing hits the deal, like DDR, like Guitar Hero, it comes down and you have to hit the button, or if it's a tornado thing, you have to spin it. And these guys were awesome. Another very cool looking game, very similar in style, but there's a couple of tweaks to it, is a game called Sound Volten 4, like Heavenly Heaven or Heavenly Haven or something like that, which leads me to believe that there are 3 other games that are like this. The first time I ever heard of this game, same idea, the pieces fall from the top, you have to hit the button at the right time, but then the gimmick is there are 2 little knobs on the side, and you have to like squelch it one way or another depending on which knob it is, and it was just pretty cool. In fact, it was from Konami, and one of the songs that was on it, that it was one of the ones that I played, was a remix of a Castlevania song, so I had to go with that, right? So here's a quick look at it. Now, of course, that wasn't me playing. There was a couple other guys that came up there to the machine after I left. However, hopefully, I beg your pardon, hopefully it was okay that I filmed behind your back. You're doing so good, man. I didn't want to ruin your buzz or anything, all right? Now, it was very cool to see that they had a Vocaloid game there, too. And my wife knows more about the Vocaloid stuff than I do, but it was like a Project Diva arcade game. There were 4 buttons that were like PlayStation buttons. I mean, not like PlayStation controller, but it was like square, X, triangle, circle. And then you had to hit the button at the right time, and the pieces would go, you have to like hit the button right when it lands on the button, but it could be from any angle and anywhere, and there was also like a little slide bar that you could like slide like this. So there you go, 3 new arcade games. I'm still baffled by it. I still love arcade games, and whenever I'm in the area, I usually stay in Tequila. It's cheaper than staying in Seattle, and there's Round 1 there. And now that I know where it is, it's like, that's where I go. So it was also the first, like, hey, John Riggs meetup, very impromptu. I put it out on Facebook, put it out on Twitter, saying, I'm going to be at Round 1, hang out with me. And one dude showed up, and it was a former coworker of mine here in Yakima. He's another radio guy, so what can I say? So Brandon showed up. So Brandon, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Hey, he showed me the table flipping game. I didn't know Round 1 had that Japanese arcade table flipping game, so we were able to play that a couple of times, grabbed a beer, and thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. It's always cool to see you there, and maybe next time I'll give you more notice. When I'm going to be at Round 1 again, or wherever the next meetup might be. Not that there's going to be another meetup, but yeah, you never know anyway. So anyway, thank you for watching. I just wanted to share this video really quickly, and check out some of these awesome games, and yeah, still time to hit up the arcade, right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Thanks.